Well, we've finally reached the final of the African Cup of Nations, and it promises to be a thrilling encounter as well between Senegal and Algeria. It's myself, Warren Ashurst, and James Mason back with you again to look ahead to the final. James, it's going to be really a clash of styles here by the looks of things, because Senegal have defensively looked very strong indeed. They've conceded just one goal in the 6 games in the tournament, compared to Algeria, who've been pretty free scoring, it has to be said. Which way is this going to go is the big question. Defence against attack, who will come out on top?
It's a hard one to call, like you said there, like a clash of styles. I've quite been impressed by Algeria throughout the tournament so far. Senegal have done very well to get to this stage of the competition, but you look at them in their last games, it's 3 consecutive 1-0 wins. So built on defence, but struggling in attack. And they've got a lot of reliance on Sadio Mane to score their goals. He's got 3 in the tournament so far. So if he doesn't fire, if he's not creative, then they do struggle a little bit. So for me, I'm probably edging towards Algeria with this one. They look an all-round better team, I think, more well-balanced than Senegal.
Yeah, I have to say, James, I do agree with you on this front. I think the one massive factor which could have an impact on Senegal here is that Kalidou Koulibaly, the Napoli centre-half, is missing through suspension. Picked up a yellow card in that game against Tunisia in the semi-finals. I think his absence is going to be huge. He's been playing alongside Kouyaté at the back. They've had Idrissa Gueye just in front of them, and that has been like a brick wall, basically, in this tournament. But as you say, at the other end, a lot of pressure was placed on Sadio Mane coming into this as a Champions League winner with Liverpool. He's looked a little bit of a tired figure as this tournament's gone, and he had very little impact in terms of the semi-final. That will be the concern to me. Meanwhile, Algeria continue to go forward in numbers. 12 goals overall in this competition so far. Riyad Mahrez scoring a winner late on, and he could play a significant role, I think, in the final.
Yeah, I agree. Mahrez has been brilliant for them. You mentioned the difference. I mean, Mane does look tired, doesn't he? You know, it's been a long old season for him, and it won't be long until he's into the new one anyway for the Premier League. Whereas Mahrez, he looks fit, he looks fresh, he looks like he's right on this one to try and get Algeria, or would only be their second ever African Cup of Nations title, so it'll be very impressive for them. You mentioned there the fact that Koulibaly is out of this one, suspended. I mean, Kouyaté's done well next to Koulibaly though, but now they've got to bring someone else in, and he's not a defender by trait as Kouyaté there, so I think it'll be very, very difficult for them to try and keep out on Algeria's side, which we've already seen in the tournament have defeated Senegal 1-0 in the group stage, so Algeria already have that mental advantage over them, having known they can beat this Senegal side.
Yeah, I'll get James's thoughts on potential good bets for the final in a few moments' time. I'm going to go with Algeria overall. I think they have that extra firepower that's needed to see off a stubborn Senegal side. Be very surprised if there's over 2.5 goals in this final, though, because Senegal will pretty much play a defensive role, I would think, and try and hit the opponents on the break. So I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals in this game. That's my suggestion. I think if Senegal are to go on and win it, they're probably going to have to need extra time and penalties and hope that they can grind down their opponents, Algeria. But I do think overall Algeria will prove too strong.
Yeah, I agree. I think if I'm looking at bets for this one, for me, I'd go Algeria just to win in the 90 minutes. That's 15-8 around there for Algeria to win. So I think that's a pretty good bet. The other two I've looked at is just anytime goal scorers. Now, we've mentioned Sadio Mane. He, again, is the same price in Algeria win, 15-8 to score any time. If Senegal score, it's probably going to be through him. The other one is Riyad Mahrez. Now, he scored the winning goal for Algeria in their semi-final win. He's 3-1 to score any time, which I think is a massive price for a player who was so heavily involved for them, either scoring the goals or creating them. So that'll be somewhere that'll look at as well.
Well, that's our thoughts then on the African Cup of Nations final. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts on our social media pages on Facebook and on Twitter. And of course, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel.